So, okay, now we get into the good stuff. How you let's do an intro. Mitchell, I'm so excited to have you here. Welcome to Australia.
Thank you. Yeah.
This is your second time here, am I right?
Yeah. Well, yes. It's our second time here. Never in Sydney.
Okay.
Been to Brisbane one time 2 years ago. Played a festival, but we were just on the end of our European tour, so we flew all the way from London to Brisbane, then played a show, and then flew home. So we were kind of in the twilight zone. Didn't really get to spend time, but we've gotten a lot of time here this time, and it's been amazing. I love it over here.
Yeah, it kind of feels like if you're traveling from Europe to Australia and then back, it's like, okay, time doesn't really exist anymore.
No, it was wild. I remember taking the crowd being insane. I remember that, and then taking a shoey, I think, on stage, a beer out of a boot, and that's about all I remember because we were just our brains were everywhere.
That is such an Australian tradition to have a shoey, to get an old dirty boot, put some.
I think these were new. I hope they were, but maybe not. It could have been someone from the crowd. Who knows?
They always tell you they're new.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Otherwise, you wouldn't do it.
It's true. I wouldn't even do it on my own. So it's fine.
So you say you've just come from Brisbane and you went to Brisbane before, and I saw on your socials as well you've been really enjoying Brisbane.
Yeah, it was amazing. New Zealand and Brisbane so far. We have Sydney this week, been hanging out, and then finished in Melbourne. And I don't know, it's a dream come true. When you pick up a guitar as a kid from the States, I never dreamed of coming over here. I remember seeing the Sydney Olympics and it being a big thing in the States, and seeing the Opera House and all that, and getting to we rode a ferry yesterday and got to see it at night, and it's kind of surreal, to be honest. It's like things you see in your textbooks in school, and for us, you just never dream of coming over here. And now that country music's doing its thing over here, it's so much fun, and I don't know, it feels revitalized. I feel revitalized. There's a lot of energy over here for country music. It's great.
Why do you think that country is suddenly having this huge moment in Australia? Because I feel like it's been simmering. Yeah. It's been big. It's been simmering. And now it's just like over the past maybe 6 months, it's just gone bananas.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's weird because we have so much music, so much access to music these days. And I think a lot of, I don't want to say this wrong, but there's a lot of unauthentic music out there. And country music is real, authentic music for the most part. I think people kind of wanted to get back to that, and I think it translates across the world apparently. And then you have some artists like Luke Combs, Morgan Wallen, Post Malone hopping in. They kind of help show the world what country music can be, more than just what everyone's heard or the cliche versions of it. And I think it's a little bit broader than everybody expected. And when you give it the chance and open up to it, people are kind of digging it. And I don't know. I think it's special. I've always loved it, so I'm a little biased, but
you're like,
cool.
I've been there from the beginning. Yeah. I already knew. How are people enjoying your beautiful accent here? Because it's like, I feel like you could
accent. Yeah.
I feel like you could go anywhere and they'll just be like, keep talking. I just want to listen to you talk.
Oh, I don't even. We definitely stick out like sore thumbs when we're walking around. Generally, we're always in black and look like we're in a band or something. But yeah, I feel like I don't have as much of a Southern accent, but I guess I do. So people, I say y'all a lot. It's just in my vocabulary. So people always stop and make fun of the y'all. It's fun. It's all great. And I've been trying to imitate, Australian accents. I'm terrible at it, but
give it a go.
All I got is no. I can't do it. That was terrible. I've offended everybody now. I apologize.
No, don't worry. That is a great impression.
No.
Say, g'day, mate. This is Shaq in the water.
G'day, mate. This is Shaq in the water.
That was great. Are you kidding me?
I did decent.
That was better than my Australian accent. That was really good.
Oh, that's fun.
So is there anything else you want to do while you're in Sydney? Because you got, what day are we on now? It's Wednesday. So you got a couple
what day is it? Yeah, it's Wednesday. We're going to go, I like to eat. I like to eat at good restaurants. I like to just walk around and explore. Like I said, last night we got on the ferry and saw the Opera House. I'd like to go somewhere around there, but we got to take the ferry back at night. It was beautiful. If you got any suggestions, I'm always open to it.
Oh my God, there's so many. I'll have to.
The city's massive. I didn't realize how big it is.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of like a New York City. Back at home, and so there's so much to do.
Look, a lot of people don't go this side of the bridge, like north of the bridge. A lot of people don't ever cross the bridge, but it is actually beautiful this side of the bridge, and there's like Luna Park down the hill, and that's beautiful at night time. So, I wanted to talk to you about your wifey. Is she with you?
Yeah, I wish she was. She's back at home. She's an artist and touring musician, so she's doing her own thing. We miss each other. It's wild because when I get back home, we'll be out here about a month, and when I get home, we'll be home for a week and a half or 2 weeks. Then she leaves for about a month to Europe to do her tour, sea to sea. So it's part of the game, but we both get it. And but I miss her, man. I wish she was here experiencing this awesome country with me. She's gonna come next time. We've already talked about it.
I can't wait. I can't wait to meet her. So, what is it like then, being a country couple and being musicians together? Like, are you just constantly like riffing ideas off each other? Like, how does that work?
Yeah, people think that we just go home and play a guitar and sing together, but like we don't. We just hang with the dogs and watch our TV shows and catch up.
For dinner?
Yeah, exactly. We like to go on dinner dates, and we don't really talk a lot about the music industry. We learned that pretty early. It's like it's an awesome, amazing industry. It's hard sometimes, and like to waste our little time we get at home talking about the ins and outs of it, it's just felt like a waste of our valuable time as a married couple. So we talk to our friends with that. Like, she's great friends with Lainey Wilson, and a couple of her other great friends. They vent there, I'll vent to mine, and then we talk about our lives. And then when we're home together, we really try to soak it in. So, and we both get it. Like, we both understand. We've dated other people back in the day that just didn't grow up understanding how long we'd be gone, and it wasn't their fault. It just didn't work out. So, the not feeling guilty doing your job is an awesome relief to have in this marriage, to be honest.
Oh, I love this. This is a very healthy marriage.
Yeah, I mean, it's every marriage takes work, but we've kind of figured out what works for us, and meet it on head forward.
Which brings me to your track, We Got History, which is oh my God, like sometimes you listen to a song and you're just so encapsulated in that story of that song. That one got me. That one was like, I need to think about this song. When you see a really good movie, and you go home and you're like, I can't do anything. I need to think about it. I need to Google it. I need to find out more about this. That's how that song got me.
Thank you.
What is the backstory about that song?
Well, I wrote it with some of my best friends in the world. Devin Dawson, he's another country artist, and then Jordan Schmidt, my producer, and Andy Albert. Andy Albert's had a bunch of hits too. Same with Jordan. Like, we all grew up together, and so like we're real vulnerable with each other when we get in a room, and pretty honest. And I remember coming in that day and just being like, I had heard "God Bless the Broken Road" by Rascal Flatts on the way to the right. I was like, man, what a song! What a song that's like. That describes how you get to find your person. Like, it's okay. It's like we all need our different stepping stones in life and people in our life to get us to the right place. But I didn't want to copy God Bless the Broken Road, but I wanted an idea like that. And I remember Devin saying something about we got history, something like that. And we just started playing around with words and ended up coming up with, I know we don't have a future, but we have history, and that's okay. And my dad always said, look, it's okay to break up and everybody be okay. Just move on from each other. You don't always have to be angry or hate each other. Some relationships end bad, I get it. But if you can cordially, just maturely be like, this didn't work out, let's just move on and give each other a chance at the next person, then you can really see the benefit of meeting people along the way. And so I always thought that was a pretty cool idea, and it just kind of hit me. I'm grateful for everyone that was in my life that led me to my wife.
Oh, so cute.
Yeah, oh, adorable. Yeah,
so cutie. You're such a cutie. Okay, have you been inspired to write while you're here?
Yeah, there's actually a guitar in our hotel room, so I picked it up a couple times. It's when you have some downtime, you really do start thinking. And it's been awesome to have some downtime so you have stuff to write about. Because when you're going all the time, and what people don't understand is, we travel a lot. But it's usually the same thing. We get on the buses, we head to the venue, you get up, you play you do the sound check, you play the show, and then you leave immediately. So you don't have a lot of time to like live a lot of life outside of that. So it's been good. I've written down a lot of stuff. I call it my hook book in my phone, like ideas and stuff to take back, and kind of noodling with some riffs in the hotel rooms.
That's good.
Yeah, honestly, I'm excited. I'll have a lot of stuff to go back into the States and write.
Oh my God, you'll have to tell us if anything that's been inspired from Australia makes it.
There's a few, yeah.
That'd be super exciting. Any souvenirs you want to take home?
I don't know what I'm allowed to say, but I did buy and is this a thing? I got it at the gift shop by the Opera House, but it's a kangaroo scrotum. I don't know. Is that a real thing?
Yeah, that's a souvenir thing.
Sorry,
yeah.
I guess it's a souvenir. I figured those would be a good joke for my wife. She'd like that. But other than that, I haven't really grabbed anything except a pair of shoes. It rained on us the other day here, which was awesome. Raining in Sydney, that's a song title. We'll figure it out. But so I bought some new shoes. That's about it.
I'm more interested in the kangaroo scrotum.
Yeah, me same.
Yeah.
And saying it out loud sounds weird, but yeah, I bought a kangaroo scrotum, and you can hold it and open up a beer with it. So it's got a beer opener on the top. So it's a kangaroo scrotum beer opener. I don't know what else you want to bring from Australia.
Is that not genius? Yeah. That is the most genius thing.
It works.
I need one of those myself in my life.
Yeah, it's like the last shop before you get to the opera house. Check it out.
Okay, your latest album is called The Third.
Yeah.
Talk to me about this. Again, I went on a deep dive about this, but tell me about the significance of that.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people thought I was just being lazy and naming my third record The Third, but I mean, that plays into it. But I'm actually the third in my family. My name's James Mitchell Tenpenny the third. My dad and my granddad, unfortunately, have passed away. And so I wanted to pay homage to them and say thank you in a subtle way for them allowing me to play music. And I have so many friends that have traveled to Nashville, Tennessee, and their parents said, don't do music, don't be a musician. And I never had that. My mom and dad and family were always so behind me, whatever I chose to do, whether it was sports or music, and that means a lot. So now that we've been able to travel the world and had songs on the radio and just really cool, amazing opportunities that my dad never got to see the flourishing of what he, allowed me to do. And I just wanted to say thank you. So we named it The Third so that we had our names so I could put their names on a record and just say thank you. Thanks for naming me that, and thanks for giving me the opportunity.
And also, Tenpenny, what a great name.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Are you kidding me? It's unbelievable that this is your real name.
Yeah, like I said, my daddy gave it to me, and it's our name, and I'm proud of our name, and I want to leave it better than I got it. And so it all kind of fits into the whole reason I wanted to call it The Third.
So when you leave Australia, what are you up to next?
When we leave Australia, we head back on tour. We're touring with Kane Brown, our good buddy Kane Brown. And Kane's awesome. I've known him for a long time, and I've done shows with Kane, but this is our first tour together, and he's at the top of his game right now. I know all his band, his crew. Like it's cool when you come up together, and then everyone goes off and does their own camps and their own things, and then you end up back playing shows with each other, full circle. And so I'm very excited about this tour. And then just gonna tour the rest of the year. We're on the road doing our thing. It's going to be a lot of fun.
I'm exhausted for you, and it's January. It's like the end of January, and you're like, okay, I'm tired just hearing about this.
It was a great way to start the year coming over here for a month.
Yeah.
New Zealand and then Australia for 3 weeks is a pretty special way to start the year.
Yeah.
Kind of gets you going. I think we go home, we have a little break, maybe a couple weeks, and then we're right back at it.
Well, look, we're so grateful that you're not only here in Australia performing, but you're taking the time to talk to us as well, because I know that you've got a crazy schedule, and we're so grateful. And it's really helping country music in Australia to grow and fans to get closer. So we're so grateful for you.
Well, I'm grateful for you. Thank you, and thanks for spreading the word of country music over here. It's so cool. I mean it. So cool to see people fired up about country music all the way in Australia. It's amazing.
You make it easy for us.
Oh, thank you.